Your checking account could be quietly costing you $10,000 just in purchaser Surfor nor Kayo Hardao just to access your own money. A typical Canadian paying $16.95 a month for a Big Five everyday account hands their bank around $10,000 in fees over a working career. Bremo.io 2025. While digital banks now offer comparable accounts for $0 a month. That's not a transaction charge. It's a flat fee just to have the account open. I read the fine print so you don't have to. Millions of Canadians pay somewhere between $150 and $250 a year in bank fees. Arrive then thrive. Most without ever noticing the line item. Today I'll show you 3 moves to end it. Audit your fee, compare to a no-fee account, and switch. All free, all quick. Here's the number that should stop you cold. $360 a year. According to ratehub.ca in 2026, an unlimited checking account charging $30 a month costs $360 annually. And that's before a single extra transaction, ATM withdrawal, or overdraft charge. But here's the part nobody tells you. Even the standard $16.95 plan quietly compounds into thousands. 3 moves. First, audit your fee and transaction limits. Second, compare to a $0 account. Third, switch your everyday banking over and keep the money. Let's start with problem 1, the automatic monthly fee. This is a flat charge just for having a standard everyday checking account, whether you use it once or 100 times. According to Bremo.io in 2025, TD, RBC, BMO, and Scotiabank commonly charge $16.95 a month, and CIBC $14.95, with premium plans running around $30, all disclosed under federal consumer rules the FCAC oversees. Now look at the impact side by side. That $16.95 a month works out to $203.40 a year. Bremo.io 2025 versus $0 a month at digital banks like EQ Bank, Tangerine, or Wealthsimple. This is general information, not personal advice, and those names are illustrative. But the gap is real. The exact same everyday banking, roughly $200 a year cheaper. Problem 2 is where it gets sneaky, the stacked extras on top of the monthly fee. Many checking accounts include only 10 to 25 free transactions a month, and after that, banks charge 50 cents to $1.50 each. Arrive then thrive. Add out-of-network ATM fees, and ratehub.ca notes those extras, $1 to $1.50 per transaction, pile up separately from what you're already paying. Here's the cost of doing nothing. According to ratehub.ca, total bank fees run roughly $250 per Canadian per year. And Arrive. Then Thrive calculates that over a decade, monthly charges, ATM fees, and NSF penalties add up to well over $2,000 simply handed to the bank. NSF fees alone once hit $45 to $48 per incident before recent caps. Every year you wait, that meter keeps running. Here's a myth that keeps people frozen. Checking fees are just a few dollars a month, so they don't really add up. The fact? Standard plans charge about $203 a year. Premium plans up to $371, Bremo.io 2025, and Global News found Canadians have already paid lifetime totals between $760 and $2,800. A few dollars quietly becomes 4 figures. Put both problems together. The base monthly fee alone is $203 a year, Bremo.io 2025, and typical stacked charges push the average Canadian's total past $2,000 per decade. Arrive then thrive. That's roughly $250 every year, and it never stops on its own. It just compounds against you. Let me make this concrete with Sarah. She's 34, a marketing coordinator earning $65,000 a year, with a standard Big Five everyday checking plan and about $2,500 sitting in it around payday. She's 31 years from retirement, and she'd never actually read her fee disclosure. Here's what she found. Discovery 1, $203 a year. When Sarah opened her account disclosure, her everyday plan charged $16.95 a month, $203.40 a year, Bremo.io 2025, purely to access her own money. Comparing that to a no-fee digital account at $0 a month, she realized she was paying $203 more than necessary for basic banking. Discovery 2, another $120 a year in extras. Her plan capped free transactions, and additional ones cost 50 cents to $1.50 each. Ratehub.ca. Averaging 10 extra transactions a month at about $1 each added $10 monthly, $120 a year, bringing her total checking cost to roughly $323, well above the typical range. Before I get to the last discovery, which is the most jarring part of all this. Remember, these are Sarah's real fees, not exotic penalties. Discovery 3. Her lifetime fees crossed $10,000. At about $323 a year over 31 years to retirement, she'd hand her bank roughly $10,013 in nominal fees. And if she'd instead invested that saved money at 4%, she'd have about $18,000 more by retirement. Modeled estimate. So here's Sarah's career gap on the counter. $10,013 in checking fees over 31 years. $323 a year, every year, compounding against her. Invested at a modest 4% instead, that same money grows to roughly $18,000, which is the real price of never switching. Could this be you? Sign 1, you've never actually read your checking account's fee summary. Sign 2, you couldn't say how many free transactions you get each month. Sign 3, you haven't compared your account to a $0 option in years. If any of those ring true, the next 3 moves are built for you. So how do you fix this? There are 3 moves, and none of them cost a cent or take more than about 20 minutes. First, you'll audit exactly what you're paying, then compare it to a no-fee account, and finally switch your everyday banking across so the fee stops for good. Move 1. Audit your fee and transaction limits. Log into online banking or pull your most recent statement and find 3 things: the monthly account fee, the number of included transactions, and the cost per extra transaction. Banks are required to disclose these clearly under federal consumer protection rules. So it's all right there once you know where to look. Here's how to do it in 3 steps. Open your checking account details or your latest statement, find the monthly fee line in the included transaction section, and write down the fee, the free transaction count, and the per extra charge. What good looks like? $0 a month, with unlimited or a high transaction cap and no per use fee. Move 2. Use a comparison tool to find a zero-fee account. Head to a Canadian checking comparison tool like ratehub.ca, enter your province and typical usage, and filter for accounts with a $0 monthly fee that still include the services you actually use, Interac e-transfers, debit purchases, and bill payments. Then confirm the details on the bank's own site. 3 steps here. Enter your province and monthly usage, filter for zero-fee accounts that cover the services you rely on, and note the yearly savings against your current plan. Moving from $16.95 to zero saves about $203 a year, Brimo.io 2025. What good looks like? Zero fee, unlimited everyday use, no minimum balance. Move 3, the most impactful one, switch and stop paying for basic banking. Open the new $0 account and activate your debit card, then change your direct deposit with your employer, and move your pre-authorized debits and bill payments. Once everything's flowing through the new account, downgrade the old plan or close it entirely to kill that $16.95 to $30 monthly fee. 3 steps to finish. Apply online and activate the new debit card, redirect your direct deposit and recurring payments, then downgrade or close the old high-fee account. What good looks like? $0 a year in everyday checking fees. If breakdowns like this are useful, subscribe. The next one's already coming. Why act now? The rules just shifted in your favor. In 2024, the federal budget flagged around $250 per Canadian per year in bank charges, ratehub.ca. In March 2025, the Department of Finance barred banks from charging more than $10 per NSF fee, down from as high as $48. And on December 1st, 2025, all 14 federally regulated banks were required to offer at least one checking account capped at $4 a month. After you switch, verify it actually took. You should see a $0 monthly fee on your first new statement, confirm your paycheck landed in the new account, and if the old account shows a zero balance, close it so no fee sneaks back in. Questions? Or drop them in the comments. Everything today comes from named sources you can check yourself: the FCAC, ratehub.ca, Brimo.io, and Global News. I've put direct links to all of them in the description below so you can verify every figure. So today you learned how a $16.95 monthly habit quietly compounds into $10,000, and the 10-minute switch that stops it. Next, I'm covering the credit card interest trick banks bury inside your monthly statement, the one that costs far more than any checking fee. That interest breakdown will show you exactly how the minimum payment math is designed to keep you paying for years. If you want to catch that, subscribe now so you don't miss it when it lands.